shows, on the air since 1951. This is The Legend. 105.3, 95.3, WDXE.
Yes, indeed. You're listening to WDXE. It's time for the Quik Mart Hour, and you ain't got nothing better to do, so just stay with us. All of the entertainment allowed by law, right?
I've lost my headphones.
Well, there they are.
Oh, here they are.
See if they're working.
Testing 1, 2. Yeah, they're working.
Gosh, it is the Quik Mart Hour, by the way, and we have refreshments from Quik Mart. And drinking some Quik Mart coffee.
Yeah,
and having Quik Mart sausage and cheese right now.
Yeah, you're on a low carb diet, and
Yes.
a lot of folks may not know that you don't have to get a biscuit. You can just get 2 pieces of meat with some cheese in the middle, and that's pretty good.
That's what I'm doing right there.
Yeah, 2 pieces.
I'm having the chicken, egg, and cheese, and with the biscuit, and I highly recommend it. It's very good.
It's really good.
Really good.
And it's pepper jack, right, or is it regular cheese?
Yeah, pepper jack. Sorry,
Yeah.
yes, pepper jack.
You got to have a little bit of spice in it. Well, guys, how's your week been? I hadn't seen you guys in a whole week. Oh, I saw you yesterday at the Mexican restaurant. Mm-hmm. I didn't recognize that was your family until you got to where and sat with them. I thought, well, that's the whole crew.
Yeah, that was the Hood clan.
It didn't take. You didn't stay maybe 10 minutes though. Were you in a hurry?
I was kind of in a hurry. They called me and said they were up there and wanted to know if I could come by and eat with them. They were already there.
Yeah.
And so I said, yeah, I can come by. And then Daniel, he wanted to go with me the rest of the day, so he did. And anyway, I got there. I was there long enough to eat a bite and pay for the meal.
The most important part.
That's exactly right.
There you go.
Daniel's getting big. You know what?
He's tall, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's every bit as tall as I am now.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday when y'all were standing up front. So, well, goodness.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he's growing up on me.
So, Kev, did you buy anything at the auction the other day?
I did not.
Well,
Y'all went out to Authors?
I didn't go. Somebody said you were out there. They were texting me saying, "Hey, Jeff's out here. Come and see."
Yeah, I
him.
was out there, and he's got a sale tonight.
Yeah, it's every Thursday, right?
I'll plug him a little bit. Arthur out there at Deerfield, got an auction barn out there. He's got some good stuff. By the way, he's got some stuff that I'm aware of. One of the things he's got is it's an all metal iron old wine gate.
Like, what is that?
Like a wine cellar gate. Mm-hmm. Some of these things can bring thousands. Now this is old and it's rather plain. Some of them are very ornate.
Yeah. And
some of them can bring thousands. Seriously.
So is this something you'd put inside the house?
You could use it anywhere. I mean, it's I don't know how to describe it other than it's got lots of it almost looks like a jail cell door, but it's not. It's not that heavy.
Yeah.
But it's a wine cellar gate.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Wine cellar gate, and they locked up the wine cellar with it. But this thing's old.
Okay.
And they got several other things there too. They got and I think he might put some of this online, but he has a what's it called, a bellows that you do a fire with.
Yeah.
This was a giant. It came from over at Pittsburgh, Tennessee, where they make the cast iron.
Oh.
Yeah.
This thing's huge, and it's been made into a table.
Okay.
That'd be neat.
So you're talking about a big bellows like they would do,
like a big furnace.
Yeah, like at a blacksmith shop or something.
But this is big.
Okay.
It's as big as this area.
Oh, so you could eat on it.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's got legs on it and sets up like a table now.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Shaped like the ace of spades.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of, sort of.
I may go out there just to see that.
And one thing's for sure, it seems to always have some kind of cast iron pots and stuff.
Yeah.
If you're into cast iron stuff, that's the place to go.
Well, let me tell you, I guess I had a reality check this week more than anything else. Jeff, you're in the market, and I'm going to say this. I think, and I'm not saying it as a derogatory comment towards what you do, but I think I know I had to qualify that. The housing market is, I don't know, it's through the roof.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good way to put it. It's unbelievable. So the reason I say that is my wife and I, when we first got married, we bought a little house over on Earl Drive. Mm-hmm. And it's up for sale. Mm-hmm. And it's up for sale for $289,000. Mm-hmm. Holy smokes. That's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Okay, Jeff.
So just to give bias to it, when you had it, what'd you sell it for?
I'm going to say in the 60s.
In the 60s, yeah. That's probably about right.
Listen, there's a house that Teresa and I did not buy that I wanted to buy. It was over on Parks or Caperton, one or the other, when we were young, and I could have bought that house for $43,000, I think.
Yeah.
And today,
Yeah. Hindsight's always 20/20.
But hey, that's the way it is. I mean, first of all, I mean, real estate's not going to. I mean, they're not making any more real estate.
Right.
Okay. They're building new houses, I guess. It's in there, but real estate,
Ain't making more money.
traditionally has always been a good investment. Period.
Well, hindsight being 20/20 on everything, the field next to my house came up for sale, and I was at the auction, and I thought, well, I might bid on it, but I didn't bid on it, and then it got sold, and then Brad bought it, and he's going to put 33 houses on it. Now I'm thinking, well, if I'd have bought that, I wouldn't have 30. But it's going to be. He's building a nice.
It's going to be nice. Yeah,
oh, it is.
It's going to be real nice,
spectacular.
Yeah, it will probably enhance the value of your property.
But the thing about the reason I guess that takes me back a little bit is I think about my own kids. Mm-hmm. What's it going to take for them to move into a starter house when they get married or move out?
Well, it's all relative. I mean, really, because when you bought your house, your income wasn't even close to what it is today.
Oh. Well, you're probably right.
And so,
but I don't know though. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, most of us not making $6 million a year like you are.
No, I'm not either.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
listen, we struggle. We struggle paying the house payment, the car payment, and everything. And it is relative, I guess. But what does it take to pay for a $289,000 house? That's probably a $3,000 a month house payment, ain't it?
Probably not that much. It depends on how much you put down, of course. Interest rates are holding. Listen, interest rates are not that bad.
What do you call not that bad?
Well, listen,
7.5.
Yeah, I mean anything probably 6, 7 or below is a fairly decent interest rate.
See, we refinanced in the twos.
But those were record lows.
Yeah,
and in a very exceptional period of time. But if you look back over the history of buying and selling real estate, and here we go. When I started selling real estate in 1986.
Wow. I graduated high school in 86.
In 1986, I got my real estate license. Steve Williams opened up Homefront Realty behind McDonald's. Fort Crockett Village was new right there.
Yep.
And we were one of the first tenants there and managed the area. And you were lucky to get 9 or 10%.
That's right.
For a long, long time.
Yeah.
And before that, it was higher than that.
That's right.
So having an interest rate in the twos has been the exception rather than the rule. And I'm not trying to defend high interest rates. I'm just saying that, where we are is not that bad, interest rate wise.
Well, I guess it is real. When I think back to when my mom and dad bought their house, my mom still lives in that house out in Richardson Acres. Those houses back in the 70s were selling in the $20,000 range.
Yeah.
And, folks bought houses back then thinking, how in the world are we going to pay it off?
Oh, yeah. That's true. And it's still the same. You still have those same economic concerns, and income is relative to cost, all that kind of stuff. Some of it's out of balance.
Yeah.
Some of it's out of balance.
Well,
I think the cost of consumer goods and groceries and things like that are crazy.
If in my mind, if you want to have a house and a car, and you're just like graduating from school or something, you've got to walk into a job that's paying $60,000 plus. Both of you, most of the time, if you're married
and if you went to school, now you got a school loan. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Don't do
apply.
it.
Hey, and I paid mine off, so if they're going to reimburse, I'd like to get reimbursed.
Yes,
me too.
The idea of doing that, I'm totally against.
I am too.
I understand the sentiment behind it, but what about all those people that worked hard and paid their debts off?
Yeah.
You going to reimburse them too?
And
I don't know.
Today's society, what you're going to have to give these other people who didn't have a chance to get a loan, you need to pay them something. See.
What about us people who didn't have a chance to go to school at all? I want a school job.
There you go. You can build your own school.
That's right.
So there's a little controversy going on in town, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. So I'm not prepared to speak about it today. But
then why'd you start this?
I just
for?
wanted to
It's
plan.
about Waffle House, ain't it?
No, it's not about Waffle House.
Cracker Barrel.
No, it's not about Cracker Barrel.
My goodness gracious.
So it's about a development in town, and it's about some land acquisition and stuff like that, and some meetings that went on behind closed doors and things like that. So I don't know everything about it, and so I don't want.
You gonna find out?
I'm going to find out because a lot of people are calling me and asking me. I think there's going to be a shakeup in the county, in the city commission because of it. People get ready.
Interesting.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So when you go to the polls this time, you got to have some info behind you about, what's going on. I've had some developers call me and talk about the unfairness of it and all that kind of stuff. Now I don't know enough to comment on it, but I will next week. I've got the document in hand. I read through the document, and there seems to be a lot of errors in there, and so I want to make sure that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Breaking news story.
Breaking news.
How about that?
So if I'm not here next week, I didn't kill myself. Who was that? Who was the guy that says I'm not going to commit suicide?
I want you to know right now.
I want you to know right now
Interesting.
that I don't own a loaded gun. Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
So we may, we don't get into controversial stuff around here, but a lot of folks are asking, and yeah, I'll delve into it a little bit,
Okay.
Because there's different perspectives you have to take at that. So how does it benefit the community overall, and in the long term, and things like that. There's a lot of things to take into consideration instead of just saying, well, it's completely unfair.
Well, I can't wait, and when you come back and give us the information.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
Yes, indeed.
Do you want me to forward you the documents
Yes,
that
I
I've
do.
got?
I absolutely do.
So what you got to do is you got to look at the document in perspective. You got to go to the Tennessee Property Viewer. You got to look at adjacent property owners and adjacent interests and things like that. And so I haven't done any of that, so I don't know.
I can help you with that.
You can help me with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Very interesting.
I can help you with that.
So
Can you give us the area of town that you're
yeah, I can give you the area of town. It's north of town. I can just give you the gist of it because it's a public document. It's
okay.
The city council is either already voted on it or they have to vote on it. And as far as I know, it's the deadlines inside the document say all the property will be acquired before July 31st, 2024, which is already passed.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they did that by eminent domain or what. So the idea is the extension of Springer Road up to Good Hope Road. And then there's going to be a subdivision on Good Hope Road of 260 homes.
Yeah.
And so that's about the gist of it, I know. But there looks like there's been a lot of concessions made to a huge developer, an out-of-town developer, to come in and put those homes in there that maybe wasn't afforded to local developers. And I don't know that, but that's what I'm going to get to the bottom of.
Okay.
So, and what I don't understand is, too, and I've got a question was asked me is, what about the impact on the school system? So you bring 260 homes in a single location, the school system is going to be impacted
Well, this is
somehow.
true. This is what Summertown's is finding out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They're kind of going through.
So I'm not going to. I got to look at every aspect of it. Like I said, I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything. Because as a former mayor, you want development, and you want to be a part of that development, and you should be a part of the development. But we'll put it in perspective and look at it if that makes sense to you guys.
Why, yes, it does.
And you heard it here.
You heard it here.
Wow.
Breaking news story.
Awesome. Good, buddy.
All right, so we all were around the TV set in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
And there were certain things that we watched every day, like when we got home from school. We watched.
There wasn't a big selection like there is now. I mean,
Yeah, but it was good, though.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it was good, but
I know the Gilligan's Island was on every afternoon.
Every afternoon.
And then what there was 2 or 3 of them on.
The Big Show.
I don't remember
Do
the
you
big
remember
show.
the Big Show?
No.
It was always like a movie, usually a black and white, like the creature from the Black Lagoon, or some of that kind of stuff. It was called The Big Show.
I was always scared of the creature from Black Lagoon.
Oh, me too, but I watched it anyway. I watched it anyway.
For some reason, I thought that thing lived under my bed, so
I watched
I was
it
scared
anyway.
to go sleep.
That Joker would get you.
He would. I tell you what else I was scared of. In Land of the Lost, I was scared of those slee stacks or whatever. They made a weird.
oh man,
Oh my goodness.
Slee stacks is like that'd be a good insult. You slee stack.
Yeah, you slee stack. they walked around going. They just made this wispy sound, you know. They were scary.
They were weird.
Was a little dude named Chaka?
Chukka, yeah.
Chaka.
I never did care for that show much. I mean, we watched it because there wasn't nothing else to watch.
Yeah.
And Lost in Space was sort of the same type of show. And who was it?
Yeah.
They had a robot on there, talking
Yeah.
robot. Remember that?
Robot.
Warning,
That's just what
Will
they called
Robinson.
him.
Warning, warning.
That's just what they called him, wasn't it?
What?
Robot, yeah, robot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and Dr. Smith, he was
Dr.
always,
Smith, that's
he
what
was
I was
always
thinking.
conniving and stuff. You
Oh,
know how
yeah.
they are.
It was like Gilligan. I don't know how they never got off that island. There's so many people that
Gilligan
came.
always messed it up. That's
They
one.
came and went every episode,
Man.
but they never made it.
Well, no, they eventually did. They had a movie where they finally got off the
I remember when I got old enough to figure out when I was watching a show that the hero of the show really wasn't going to die, because if it did, the show would end.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the show The Hero Died? I think I've seen one, and I'm trying to think of what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because
Well, Iron Man dies in that one movie.
I hadn't seen either.
Well, that's that. Yeah.
The Avengers?
The Avengers, like the very, very last one. Well, close.
Well,
to, they're going
it
to.
ain't really the last one.
It ain't really the last
And now
one.
he's supposed to be coming back as Dr.
He's
Doom.
coming back at something.
Oh, yeah,
else.
the one that Robin Williams was in, he died. He was a doctor.
Patch Adams?
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams.
Didn't he die? He died.
I guess, but
yeah.
at the end of the movie. But I'm talking about like a series or something.
Oh,
like
I
that.
see.
You know, like Matt Dillon, they ain't gonna kill him.
JR died.
No. They shot him.
Oh, that's right. And then they just went
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, because he come back, you know, the later version, he
That's
come
right.
back again.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
You can't kill the hero of the,
That's
the
right.
series.
Yeah, the series be
Or the
done.
villain.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about the Waltons today. Did y'all ever grow up watching the Waltons?
Yes,
Kevin
of
didn't
course.
watch the Waltons. That's wholesome TV.
I watched them, but I wouldn't. Because there wasn't as many things on then. So, you know, the Waltons come on. Yeah, they still come on me TV.
I can still do their
yeah.
thing. Da 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 da.
Oh, my goodness.
Da 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 da. Yeah, we can
Hateful
do
old
it.
grandma, man. She whipped every one of them, you know. I like Grandpa the best. He was the one who's always up to something.
Oh, yeah, he was always up to something.
Instigator.
That grandma was scary though.
I'm telling
Oh,
you.
yeah, she kept the whole house straight.
John Boy.
So, anyway, don't talk about them much because it'll get into our trivia a little
Oh,
bit. So, we don't want to do
well,
that.
Is that our trivia? Is all on Walton?
It's all Walton's trivia today. So, if you're at home, pour you a hot cup of coffee and see if you can get in on the answering the questions. I love the Waltons, and it's one show that our family can agree on to sit around TV and watch.
Really?
Yeah. And
Hi, John Boy.
in fact, we're going to watch the movie. I better not say it because it may be one of our questions today.
Oh.
But there was a novel that the Waltons was based on, and that turned into a movie. So we're going to watch that this weekend. It's on Amazon Prime. So,
Well,
but we're going to need some qualifiers, and
We are.
so Jeff, I'm going to email you the document. We're just going to refer to it from this point forward as the
The
document.
document.
So
I cannot wait.
I'll email you the document.
Let's get our first qualifier here. Hey, you want to be one of our qualifiers?
Yes, sir.
Number one. Who you want to put down?
Tony Diggs.
Tony Dick, I seen him at Kroger, he and his wife. Did y'all ever get any celery?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
I heard her answer back
I
there.
did too. That's
All right.
awesome.
Thank you, man.
All right. Nice.
All right.
Hey, good morning. You gonna be number two?
Gloria Keener, Keener.
So Tony asked me why he never won. And I said, because you keep picking Jeff.
It won't matter this time.
It don't matter this time. He's got a
Hey,
chance.
good morning. You gonna be number three for us?
Yes, I do. D.T. Hughes.
D.T. Hughes.
D.T. Hughes.
Prosser Road.
Woo!
One of my former neighbors there.
All right. Thank you.
D.T. Hughes right there. We need three more. 766-9393.
If anybody's got any insights on the document, give me a call.
Oh. Hey, good morning. You want to be number four?
Yes,
And what's your name?
Wanda Chapman.
Okay, Wanda.
Oh, Wanda.
You know Wanda's always going to get in there.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, I hope so.
All right. Thank you.
was there any kind of
Hey,
documents
good
like
morning.
this when
Tommy Davis.
Tommy Davis.
Yes.
All right. Thank you now. 766-9393. We need one more
One more qualifier.
Any kind of documents like this show up during the Durham mayor?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, there was documents that we wanted to
good morning. You want to be
expand
number 6 for us?
operations in the city, but
Yes,
nothing that
Vicky
would
Garner.
shady.
Vicky Garner.
Vicky Garner. I shouldn't have said that word.
It's shady.
A little shady.
All right. Now we have our 6 qualifiers.
Appears to be shady.
Appears.
We have our 6 qualifiers.
We got
so
us
far.
6 qualifiers.
And they are Tony Dick, Gloria Keener, D.T. Hughes, Wanda Chapman, Tommy Davis, and Vicky Garner.
Okay.
All right.
How about that? All right. I know the phones continue to ring. Hey, good morning. We've already got our 6 qualifiers, but
Maybe he's calling about the
you got
document.
anything you want to share with us?
I'd like to be a qualifier this morning.
You would? Well, listen. The governor cannot be the qualifier.
Hey, yeah, we'll let him qualify. If we roll a 7, he wins.
Bill,
What
what?
what name would you like me to put down, buddy?
I guess just put, I'll use an alias name today, Dennis Tipper.
Dennis,
Okay. So Dennis is not. If we roll a
Dennis,
7, he's a winner.
You're number 7. If we roll a 7, you'll win.
Lucky 7.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, here
See
you
ya.
go.
The governor is always listening.
The governor.
Yeah. I'm not going to let y'all get away with that either.
What are we gonna do?
Get away with what?
Get away with that pulling that prank on me, and I've not forgot about that. So
What prank?
By the time the governor called.
yeah,
he
the
got
time we were
pretty
supposed to
good.
call the payphone in Nebraska.
Oh,
And we
forgot
called-
about that,
And
didn't
the
you?
governor in Nebraska answered.
Yeah,
Got 1 digit off there.
I'm like, what? Anyway,
So it's
So we-
trivia over the Waltons.
Walton's trivia.
Walton's trivia.
Okay.
Walnuts.
So we tossed a coin before we got in here today, and Kevin has won the toss. And Kevin, you get to decide whether you want to go first or second.
Oh, so we ain't buzzing in?
Yeah, we're buzzing in.
Oh.
I thought I'd mix it up a little bit.
I'm sitting here on the buzzer. I'm trying to figure out. I would like to go first.
Come on
Thank
now.
you.
I'm as confused.
I was trying to get you a little confused before today.
Well, you've done a good job.
All right, so you got see if your buzzer works, Jeff. What number are you, Kevin? Or you're number 8. Kevin's number 4.
Oh, number 4.
All right.
Hold the door for number 4.
I got 30 questions, and they're pretty easy questions. There's no hard ones
Liar,
here.
liar, pants on fire.
No, I mean, how hard could the Waltons be?
Well, if you wasn't a fan of the Waltons, it's going to be pretty hard.
No, you'll know these either,
All right.
either way.
John Boy.
That's the part of the first question. So,
Ready?
right.
what was John Boy's profession? Kevin.
Oh, he was a writer, newspaper writer.
He's a writer. That's
Yeah,
correct.
he was a writer.
Yeah. So Kevin gets one. Have you got? I got to write the score down.
I knew that, but you beat me to the buzzer.
I really thought you beat me. That's why you couldn't believe you called me. But yeah,
He's
I looked
bluffing.
down there and I was like, yeah.
He's bluffing.
All right. So I'm gonna keep score over here. And
I'm
it's
gonna keep
1-0.
score over here because I don't trust you.
Well, look, I got a new pad today.
Okay.
And Brandy brought us in some goodie bags from Bank of Frank today.
Yes, they did.
Pretty
She
sweet.
did.
And there's some candy down in there. Thanks, Brandy.
Yes, indeed.
She may be our guest one day.
That'd
Thank
be
you.
Give
good.
us some trivia.
Yeah, get her in here.
All right. Question number 2.
All right.
The good night routine typically ended with what catchphrase? Jeff.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, John Boy is exactly right.
Good night, John Boy.
Did y'all ever do that?
Oh yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
did.
everybody
I mean,
did.
Surely, yeah. You ain't
All right.
got to have nobody named John.
That's right.
No.
All right. So the next question, number 3. In what state would you find Walton's Mountain? Jeff.
North Carolina.
Incorrect.
Virginia.
Virginia is correct. Oh. That's right. Remember they lived close to Richmond or outside of Richmond.
Yeah. I didn't really know. I was guessing.
Me too.
All right, here is one that is going to stump you, but I will give you if you can just. All right, I'll tell you what. Name the Walton children, oldest to youngest.
Oh Lord.
Can you?
I'm gonna get a cup of coffee.
Anybody gonna buzz in? You got to try it.
I can do it. I can do a few.
Okay.
Lou Ellen was one.
No, she wasn't.
Okay.
That was
Hang
Dallas.
on. Wait a minute. Hang on. It was Ginger and Marianne.
The professor.
The professor, Skipper.
Mrs. and Mr. Howell.
Oh, yes, Thurston Howell.
The only
third.
one I can name for sure is John Boy.
John Boy. Is it Billy Bob? Billy Joe?
No.
Billy.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't.
Do y'all not
I'm
know
out.
for real?
No.
Paul.
Okay, so John Boy was the oldest. Then Jason was the
my
next
goodness.
oldest. Ben, Mary Ellen.
Mary Ellen.
Yep.
That's
Mary
your
Lou.
Lou Ellen. That's your Lou Ellen.
Yeah. Mary Ellen. Aaron. And Aaron is sort of like, who was the middle sister on Brady Bunch? Marcia, or no, Jan was.
Jan, yeah.
Yeah, she
Marcia,
felt left.
Marcia, Marcia.
Yeah, she felt left out. So
Middle child
Aaron
syndrome.
was saying, it's exactly right. I got middle child
I think I
syndrome.
can tell.
So it was Jason. I'm sorry, John Boy, Jason, Ben, Mary Ellen, Aaron, Jim Bob, and Elizabeth.
Jim Bob. That's what I was trying to think. What was the littlest one?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
All right. All right. So
She was mean as a snake.
She was. She was a country girl though.
Yeah.
All right. Number 5.
All right, here we go.
John Walton Sr. rarely did this on Sunday. Kevin.
Go to church?
That's right. He didn't like to go to church. Did you know that, Jeff?
I did know that, and I was doing something else over
Oh,
here.
I'd call you're looking at Fred Flintstone.
I was trying to fix a button over here.
Oh, I see.
You put my score down?
Oh, I didn't.
No,
So what is it, 2-1?
3-1.
3-1.
How did he get 3?
Because
I answered
put,
3
I put
questions.
3 marks on this by his name. All right, so next question.
All right.
The series takes place in what national era? Jeff,
The 30s.
what's the era? What's the name of the era?
The Depression era.
The Great Depression.
The Great Depression.
I knew you were in the right spot. So it took place from 1933. If you're inside the series itself, it took place from 1933 to 1946.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jeff, you're right about that. It's Great Depression. Or I would also accepted the pre-war era.
Okay.
Or World War II era. All right. So
Alex.
Alex. Here's one you're going to know. John Ritter left the cast in 1976 to star in what TV show?
Three's Company.
Three's
Alex.
Company is exactly right. Did
I
you
didn't know John Ritter was even on that.
He was the preacher. John Ritter was the preacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Then
I,
he went
I
on to
don't
be
think
in
I
one of the
remember.
greatest movies ever.
I don't think I
Sling
remember.
Blade.
Yeah. He worked at Hoochie's Dollar Store on Sling Blade. Selling potted meat. In fact, in my desk, I got a can of potted meat.
Do you?
Yeah, it's good.
You always got to keep it back up.
Rich crackers. And some plastic knives. All right.
You just don't scoop it out with your fingers.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. In the opening scene, what does John bring home to a waiting family?
Oh man.
And I've been looking for one. What does John bring home to the waiting family? Remember, they're all out on the porch and he gets out of the car. Jeff.
A Christmas tree.
No. Kevin.
Radio.
He brings a radio. Remember, he gets out that big radio.
I do not, but I know he's always looking for radios.
Kevin, you have got the up to the 5 marker here.
Yes.
For somebody that hated the show,
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking. I like to have a radio. And they got Gilligan's Island had a unique radio.
That
too.
was the toughest radio you could ever buy. I don't know what kind it was. A Philco?
I'm not sure, but you could turn it on and the weather was always on.
Always.
Or whatever you wanted to hear was always on the radio.
Yeah, if you wanted to find out about NASA doing something because you found some glow-in-the-dark rocks in the lagoon, turn it on, they'd be talking about it.
Well, they would also say, "Hey, listen to this," which means they already heard it somewhere and they turned it on. It's on again, So they're like repeating that. I didn't understand that because that's not how radio really works. Is it? I think it just keeps moving. Okay. Who are the only 2 actors to appear in every episode? Which 2 characters? I'll take 2 characters.
Mom and Pop?
Nope.
I would say John Boy and Daddy.
Nope.
No, because he left.
John Boy left.
Yeah.
And they had a second John Boy.
And
They
then
had a second John Boy.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
It was a flop.
It should have been.
John Boy number 2. Well,
And John Waite left for a little while, who was the dad, because he had some bad contract negotiations.
oh, well.
And they were saying
that's
that he
been
was
one
at
of the
work in
kids then,
Richmond.
right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was 2 of the kids. I'll go give you that.
Elizabeth and Jim Bob.
No. neither one.
Lou Ellen.
No, Lou Ellen. Oh, me.
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy. No, it was Jason and Ben. Jason and Ben were on every episode.
Really?
And I had to go back because
Because all right. So some capacity they walked through or whatever, they would still on there, even though the story wasn't about.
I guess. I don't know.
You think it'd be more the other characters? Well, I mean, okay, whatever.
So here's the one you're going to get. I have a feeling. So it's just a first to the buzzer type thing. Who were the aristocratic sisters who lived in the mansion?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God! You want their names?
Yeah, their last name.
Character names.
Yeah, what they call them?
You don't have to be.
The
They
Blank
had the
sisters.
recipe.
Yeah.
They had the recipe. Twisted Sisters.
The Twisted Sisters. They were so innocent too, you know. But they were aristocratic, I guess, is a good definition for them. Do you?
I don't know.
Is there anybody like that today that's aristocratic in style that you know of?
That's making hooch.
No, I don't. They might be, I mean, you know.
Oh, excuse me, the recipe.
Yeah, the recipe.
You know, and it's very similar to, you know, they had the same kind of sisters on the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah, they did, yeah. And they were turning everybody else in for moonshine.
That's probably where.
Think they might have stole it?
That's where they stole it from.
Yeah.
Was Andy Griffith.
They could have, yeah.
The Lou Ellen sisters.
No, you're pretty close, though.
Really?
It was the Baldwin sisters.
Baldwins.
Yes.
The Baldwin sisters.
Father's recipe.
The Baldwins.
All right, number 11. This is a first to the buzzer.
All right.
What was the name of the moonshine produced by the Baldwin sisters?
The recipe.
The recipe is right. Thanks, Kevin. You got a point for that.
Why,
my
thank
gosh.
you, Alex.
Oh my gosh!
You got to watch what you say
That's right.
because you may
I'm
be giving an answer.
distracted over here.
What are you distracted by?
Well,
the
I'm
food?
still eating my sausage.
Oh, okay. But that's a good distraction, though. All right. So the next question. We're already almost halfway through.
All right.
What university did John Boy attend? What was the name of the university?
I'm gonna eat while you answer that.
you don't even have a buzzer.
What university?
Yeah.
University of Virginia.
Oh, that's pretty close. It was Boatwright University.
Well, how's that close?
Maybe it's in Virginia.
Because they
It
both
was
say
in-
university.
It was in Virginia.
because they both say university.
It was based off the University of Richmond, I believe. So I don't know. All right, so here's one that you both should know. What did John Walton Sr. do for a living? Jeff.
Sawmill.
Sawmill is correct. The family business was a sawmill.
Now we're tied, aren't we?
You're one way.
We're tied now.
Now he's beating you pretty bad. I've got 6-3. What do you got?
I've got 3-3, but go ahead. No, I haven't been marking him down.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
Okay, now I caught you up.
Well, thank you.
6-3.
All right, I'm watching him over here now.
what kind of car did Jim Bob restore and drive? Kevin.
Roadster.
It was a Roadster. You know what year it was?
25.
I'm going to give you the 25.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, you got pretty close, though. That's pretty cool because you're a car guy. It's a 31 Roadster.
31.
Okay.
A 31.
I just remember he'd be constant because he
31
was
Roadster.
blazing up down the road. That episode, I did like that episode. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah.
And he learned how to fix that thing himself.
Yes, hot rodded.
All right. What was the name of the local dance hall where Jason played? Kevin.
Do drop in?
Dewdrop Inn is correct. Jeff, you didn't know that?
That is so dumb. Because I was thinking that, but I was thinking it was a total guess.
Well, it's the only reason I know it because there's a Charlie Daniels song.
Dewdrop. I was going to say that, but I thought, well, that ain't right. I'm just
Yeah.
going to say it to be funny.
You know, in later episodes, Jason buys the Dewdrop Inn, and he's the owner of it.
The Dewdrop Inn.
You hung in there a lot longer than I did. The
All right.
Dewdrop in.
You have watched a lot of this show, have you not?
Well, I've got the answers. You know.
But you have
a lot of research
facts
goes into
about the answers. So.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
All right. This is easy, guys.
All right.
Who owned the general store? Jeff. That's you.
Mr. Drucker.
Mr. Drucker.
He's getting his TV series mixed up here.
Mr. Drucker on the store.
You remember the guy that came around in the truck all the time? Mr. Haney.
Mr.
Oh,
Haney.
Mr. Haney.
I bought something from him just yesterday.
Did you?
Is that the rooster man you call him Mr. Haney? Or?
No, but
Do you sit there talking about you going to need something, and all of a sudden he pulls up and he says, "Oh, Mr. Douglas." Just so
I've got what you've been looking
I got
for.
exactly what you've been looking for.
No, but my wife accused me of making a deal pretty much like with a Mr. Haney. Because I did buy something yesterday.
What was the name of the carpenters on the show? We may
Ralph
have to
and Ralph?
Ralph and Ralph.
Something brothers.
Was it
Now,
the,
one of them was actually a lady, but she went by Ralph anyway.
yeah. Was it the Ralph brothers or?
Maybe it was Ralph.
See, me and Daniel made this purchase yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It's an old Honda Trail Wagon.
Nice.
And I'm really excited about it. But Teresa asked me, "Did you deal with Mr. Haney?"
Is that the deluxe model?
Yeah, it's a deluxe model.
It's the Haney
I
2000
could
Deluxe
talk.
Trail Rider.
So you guys don't remember who owned the general store? It was Ike and Corbeth Godsey.
The Godseys.
The Godseys.
I remember the name now.
So one tidbit about Ike, his name was Joe Conley, and he was actually a wealthy guy, and he just happened to be in the role of the. They cast him for the storekeeper there.
How about that?
And he, the thing that I read said he had more money than even the producers of the show. He was a rich guy. He had
He's just doing it for fun.
he's done a lot of real estate. Hey, and in like fashion, he was doing a lot of real estate.
Really?
So
Was his real estate
just like our
shady?
friend across the table here? No, he wasn't doing shady deals or anything. But
Which one?
so. What? You're getting stared down. You're getting the stare down. Okay. We'll
I'm
move
just
on.
hanging out.
What federal agency was located inside Ike Godsey's store? Kevin.
Well, that would be the post office.
The
Alex.
post office
I
was
knew
inside.
that and couldn't get to the buzzer.
No, yeah.
It's also Sam
You
Drucker
seem to
was
be
also.
waiting until I'm taking a sip of
That's
coffee.
it. Well, are you holding a coffee and the buzzer the same hand? I'll wait on you. All right. So these are Jim Bob was prohibited from doing what because of his age? Jeff.
Playing at the Dewdrop Inn.
No.
Driving.
No. You don't even get one answer.
Eating spinach.
Kevin.
Join the army.
Joining the army was correct. He wanted to join
Well,
the
after you
army.
named all the rest of them, I what he couldn't do because of his age.
Wasn't he the one that played the guitar?
No, it was
No,
Jason.
Jason played the guitar.
Jason
Jim Bob
bought
had the
the
hot
guitar.
Oh,
rod.
yeah. Jim Bob was the one you just wanted to hit.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So when John Ritter left the show, Jeff, he did leave the show. When John Ritter left the show, how did they explain his absence? Kevin.
Got a nun pregnant.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not going to respond to
my
that. That's
Lord.
horrible. He was the preacher.
That's right. That's why he had to leave. They run him out of town on the rail.
Oh, my goodness. They sometimes they kill people off, but they didn't kill him off. They had an excuse for it.
He got called to pastor the Crystal Cathedral down in Texas.
That's very close.
What?
He joined the army.
He joined the army.
Oh,
It was back. Remember, it was back in the early
Yeah,
40s,
that's
and they
right. The army was coming.
the war was coming on, and Pearl Harbor. I believe it was after Pearl Harbor had been bombed. He walked off the show, and they used that as an excuse that he joined the army.
that way, if Three's Company didn't work out, he could come back.
That's exactly right.
Well, I like the way you.
I'm back. But Three's Company worked out. Now we couldn't watch Three's Company in our house.
Well, that's a
because-
long way from being in the army.
What, Three's Company?
Yeah, being in three companies.
Well, they couldn't just say on the Waltons that he left to go to Three's Company
He moved in with two chicks playing the
because
game.
that was a totally different era altogether. It's like late
The
70s.
continuity wouldn't be there, would it?
That's exactly. There'd be no continuity. And you have to bring Mr. Roper back with you.
Can you imagine?
Or Mr. Furley.
That show would not be produced today at all.
What?
Three's
You
Company.
don't think? Why?
It just wouldn't. The same with Sanford and Son.
I don't know.
It's too politically incorrect.
Well, yeah, maybe.
It's politically incorrect. Those shows are.
Yeah.
The Jeffersons.
Yep.
Sanford and Son.
But you know what?
All in the Family.
They were funny shows.
Oh my gosh! All in the Family. I mean, they'd run them out of Hollywood.
Yeah, but those were funny shows.
They were funny, but that was back when we had a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't get so easily offended.
America
by it.
could laugh,
Yeah.
Let's bring that back. We may be
Bring
laughing
back
over
the
the
laugh.
document.
We may be laughing over the document. That's right. The document.
We have to preface everything with it's our own opinion. Our First Amendment covers our opinion on the things that we,
Well,
It's our opinion.
and maybe not the opinion of the station. All right. So, what novel was the basis for the Waltons? What novel was the basis for the Waltons? Kevin.
Not
Jeff.
me, not Jeff.
I don't. Let me think. It has something to do with the mountain.
Isn't the whole concept of the game is when you know the answer, press the button.
Now look, that's how he.
It's like,
gets
let me press the button and guess.
first. Even
No, but you're right, Jeff. It is. You're exactly right. You're heading in the right direction.
I vaguely have it. It's in a file back there somewhere, but my file cabinet's not what it used to
Yeah,
be.
mine needs oil. I can't open it up.
Something to do with the mountain. What is it?
Do you know, Kev?
My life on Walton's Mountain.
No, it's called Spencer's Mountain.
Spencer's Mountain. I couldn't think of that. Spencer's Mountain.
Wonderful.
Hey, I should get a half a point on that one or something? No.
Yeah, I'll give you half a point on that. You got 3.5. 3.5. Jeff, I thought of all people, you would know everything about Walton's Mountain.
I'm holding back. I don't want Kevin to okay.
Well, you do have time to catch up.
Okay.
What kind of motorcycle did Ike Godsey ride? Jeff.
It was a Harley.
He did ride a Harley. Yeah, it was a 1927 Harley.
Put
that part I remember.
All right, so
yeah.
You got 4.5.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Here's my button.
We're already on question number 22.
Okay.
Question number 22. What was Grandpa's name? You know, we call him Grandpa and Jeff.
Old Man Walton.
Old Man Walton is what we may refer to him as, but that wasn't his name.
Oh, Grandpa. Everybody called him Grandpa.
Yeah, but he had a name, and they said it quite often during the show.
Especially when the grandma was getting mad at him.
Yeah, his wife would call him by his name.
Yeah. It's like Alicia Washer.
No, but that's pretty close.
I don't know. I'm guessing Elmer.
No, so she called him Zeb, but his name was Zebulon.
Zebulon.
Zebulon Walton.
That's a nice name.
Old Zeb.
I like that name.
I do like that name. I like old-fashioned names like that.
I like Jeb. J-E-B.
I don't know
Jeb.
if I like Jeb.
Why?
Because I'm not a Jeb Bush fan.
Well, I'm not. I'm talking about Jeb Stewart
Oh, Jeb Stewart. Okay.
How about Jubal?
of Civil War era.
Yeah, I've got his plate.
Jeb Stewart.
I got a set of Civil War plates, and he's on one of them.
Oh, okay.
So, all right.
Is Nathan B. Forrest on the other one?
He's on one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So we know who Grandpa's name is. Now, what's the grandma's name?
Grandma.
Ooh.
What's Grandma's name? Jeff, you can always buzz in and guess. Make things up. This seems to be. Go ahead. It's an old name.
Elsie.
Elsie is very close.
Elsie Beth.
Elsie Beth.
Lou Allen.
No, you guys. I didn't know that the Waltons was going to stump you guys so bad.
I did.
Wow.
Told you from the get-go.
So what was her name?
Esther.
Esther.
Esther be the one who carries a machine gun.
And
I need to get the other half of that point now for that. I was close.
yeah, you was. I'll give you that. Started with A.
Oh, so all I got to do is get a half point and get the
Started-
one letter's the same?
Started with an E.
Yeah, you got 20% of it right. All right. Because there's 2 E's in there.
Glad it wasn't a longer name, huh?
Y'all not going to know this one. What was the name of the newspaper that John Boy published? What was the name of the... Oh, Jeff got that.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
The Walton's Gazette.
The Walton's Gazette. Yeah, we're losing control here. I thought these were going to be super easy for you guys. It's the Blue Ridge Chronicle.
That's what you get for thinking. Blue Ridge Chronicle.
Y'all may need to go back and start at season 1 and just watch the Waltons.
No.
Hey, listen, sit your kids down. It's a great, wholesome show.
It is. Set them down and make them watch it.
Yeah.
They will be so happy.
What it will do is it'll make you appreciate company again. You know,
I get Daniel in the truck with me and make him listen to what I want to listen to.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I let them pick out stuff sometimes, but I'll get them in the truck sometimes and make them listen to a preacher.
So
how about that? Just make them listen to some sermon.
I like that. Do you try to teach him how to drive already? So Spencer's in the truck, and I am pointing things out to him. Like you look
absolutely.
left, right, and then back left every single time.
Absolutely.
And then what did I teach him today? Oh, yeah, I was going to pull out onto Weaver Creek Road, and I said, look, the car has his blinker on, but you can tell he's moving a little bit fast. Just because they have a blinker on doesn't commit them to turn. So you don't turn until they've committed to turn, or you're looking them right in the eye.
That's right.
So.
I agree.
Because they may have that blinker on all the way down.
Yeah, they're going around the world this way, you know. So
May has her learner's permit.
Yeah.
So she's driving with us, you know, as that happens, and but eventually, you know, she's going to be on her own pretty soon. Actually, she has a birthday at the end of this month. It'll be 16.
Wow.
So I've been training her for a while now, but I found I was getting the insurance lined up, and I talked to an insurance professional who talked about, you know, bringing these kids on to drive, and the statistics are that a nervous or a timid driver has a lot more wrecks than a confident driver.
yeah,
I can see what
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
What I've tried to teach Spencer is you got to watch everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, and don't drive 6 feet in front of the car. Drive 70 or 80 feet in front of the car.
But if you're overcautious and over
Oh yeah,
angst about it, you're more likely to have an accident than not.
you're more likely to have me on the rear bumper honking the horn.
Yeah.
Move out of the way.
Yeah. Which makes the situation worse.
Yeah. I like finding the cars that say student driver on it and then putting them to the test.
Do you really?
No,
he runs them off the road and everything.
I wouldn't.
Pulls
do
up,
that.
blows
You
the
would
horn.
not do that.
I wouldn't do that. It would be fun.
I didn't mean to
He
get us
would
off
too.
on that. Sorry.
That's okay. You guys are both. This is the first to the buzzer question.
Okay.
We got to hurry up, dude.
We got to do. What color hair did Elizabeth have?
Who's Elizabeth?
The smallest one.
Red.
She was red.
Oh.
Exactly right, Kevin. You are blowing it out of the
I
water.
think I had
didn't know
that. I
Elizabeth-
think I was a beat. I think I beat him on the buzzer on that.
All right, here we go. Got a few more questions. What did the family do for entertainment in the living room? Jeff,
Radio.
Listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Because they brought
Those
it in,
days.
the first episode. That's what they brought in.
Yeah.
Okay, who was Emily Baldwin's never seen old beau? She always talked about her boyfriend.
Buford.
Buford is not right. I had a Uncle Bluford.
You got to deduct the point when you
Yeah, I'm
miss
taking a
one.
point off.
Whoa!
Kevin, you're down to 10. You're still double what Jeff's got.
I have no idea.
12 these wild guesses he got.
His name was Ashley Longworth.
Ashley Longworth. I remember that name.
I do not.
What was Jim Bob's lifelong ambition? Jeff.
To be a musician.
No, that's Jason.
To be a pilot.
Y'all need to. That's exactly right. To fly an airplane was his lifelong ambition. You're back up to 11, Kevin.
Boy, great. Did you take one off of his?
No, because you got to be over 5 to take one off. I'm making the rules up as we go.
Apparently so.
Okay, so the last question. If you get any of them, you're going to get a 5-point bonus. So Jeff, you have a chance to almost tie.
Okay.
Name any of the Waltons' pets.
Duke.
Duke is not right.
Oh, that was the Clampett.
That was an old dog name, though. I like old Duke. Mm-hmm. So there was 1, 2, 3. There were 6 of them.
Really?
Yeah. I can't believe I have stumped you guys.
Spot.
Spot is not one. So I'll name it for you guys.
goodness.
Blue was the mule. He's that white mule that
Blue mule.
John Boy rode everywhere. Chance was the cow. Reckless was the dog. Rover was the peacock. Lance was the deer, and Myrtle was the goat.
I never knew any of
Did
those.
they not have a dog?
Yeah. Reckless.
Reckless.
was
Oh,
the
Reckless.
dog.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Reckless. So the winner today by a thin margin is Kevin.
Woohoo! I'm a walking professional. I didn't know that.
We had less than a 50% success rate on the questions today. I bet our listeners knew some of those though.
Oh, they're probably screaming.
Oh,
at the
they're
radio
screaming.
and at their phone if they're watching it on
You
Facebook.
bunch of numbskulls.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
Oh, watch out.
All right.
Did you got it?
He gets to roll the dice.
He gets to roll the dice.
Just
Kevin.
remember, if you roll a 7, Dennis Tipper wins.
All right, here we go.
1 through 6. Who's going to
If
win?
it goes off the table and slides under the door, it's a number
7.
1.
Oh, 1.
A 1?
Yeah.
Well, it's Tony Dick. Tony Dick is
Tony
our-
Dick
Well,
won.
there you go.
How about that?
Way to go,
He
Tony.
can put that with his celery.
He can. And
about
they'll
that?
be glad to know. I bought celery the same day, and I haven't ate none of mine.
You haven't?
No, because I like to snack on my celery. I eat it with peanut
butter?
Yeah.
That seems to be very kind.
Do you string your celery or what?
I don't eat celery.
Oh, you
Now
don't eat
CJ eats it, but
Yeah, I like to, put
you just pick it up and eat it.
You take a knife, put halfway through it, and peel the strings off of it. It's a little bit more digestible.
I'm not too big on raw celery, but I like it in foods, like in dressing or soups. Or
Try it with peanut butter.
Peanut butter makes anything pretty better, I guess. But I never have eat it.
Oh, it's good. I like it.
If we used to have it in school,
Yeah.
and I just licked the peanut butter out of it.
Pimento cheese. A lot of people put pimento cheese in it too.
I never liked pimento cheese.
Oh yeah.
What?
I like some homemade pimento cheese. Now Teresa can make some that's really good.
Yeah. I like it.
But I've never tried it on
Hey,
celery.
we haven't mentioned it a lot, but today's hour is the Quik Mart hour.
It's
This
brought
is
to you
the
by
Quik
Quik Mart convenience stores.
You need to talk about them just a little bit because there's stuff happening.
Yeah, so Quik Mart Convenience Stores is a family-owned organization, and we are active in our communities that we're in, and so we're. I don't know. It's just a good place to go get breakfast. Good place to
Fuel up.
Yeah.
your vehicle. We got
20 cents off last week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I didn't fill up last week. I'm still running on fumes.
Well.
So I need to get some gas. But we would appreciate it if you would stop by and holler and come in Quik Mart and listen. I'll say it again. If you go in Quik Mart and you get some food, ask them, is it fresh? And they'll make you some fresh food. We're getting our commissary up and running. The baked goods are all going to be commissaried out of the new building next to the main office.
Cool.
And that is one operation. I'll take you through that,
Wait,
Jeff. And
I know I come by there one day and the big door was open. I said, man, there's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I got it going on,
they
man.
got to be close to be.
So that is a cooking facility. So there's all kind of precautions in there. There's double doors. So you got the big door open, but there's another door you got to go through before you get into the cooking.
Oh,
area.
really?
Yeah, and then it's limited access. You can't just walk in type thing.
Well, yeah.
So it's
You got to wear hairnet.
yeah, hair net, beard nets, everything like that. So it's one of those.
Well, I
places.
mean, when you do that, I mean there's some regulations that have to be met.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
So they're cooking fresh bread in there. So we get to taste the things that they're cooking, and they made jalapeno bread and cinnamon bread was really good.
little
and
cheese in the jalapeno bread.
Yeah,
too?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
so
my.
you should.
Not too bad you do it low carb.
And then they made cinnamon rolls one day. Those were good. Man, they're just making
Cinnamon rolls?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
making a lot of good
man.
stuff. Popcorn. They're going to have their own brand of popcorn, and it's unbelievable.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Well, I'm an expert popcorn popper.
I love popcorn. It sticks in my teeth. And I don't
Well,
like
just
that.
take them out and wash them off.
Well, I could do that. All right, it's time for us to get out of here, ain't it?
We do have to get up and get out of here and go do the real job.
Oh, yeah.
Keith and Kevin, the Quik
Yes.
Mart hour, and of course a lot of fun. We'll see you guys next Thursday.
Yes.
Thanks for
Or
surviving with us.
Or any time you want to come by is fine with me.
If you want to talk about the document,
You gonna send me the
I'm
document?
going to send you the document. If you want to hear about the document, stay tuned in for the next few shows. We're going to talk about the
It's gonna
document.
be interesting. We'll be back.
We'll see if we can get the Bayer here.
We'll be back. I'll be back in the morning. These guys will be back next week. Have fun, everybody.
See you.
Referencing a previous Trump comment about a bloodbath if he loses, though at the time the former president was talking about reaction in the auto industry if he lost the election. The former president may react to the Biden comments at a news conference this afternoon at the Trump Florida resort as his campaign puts pressure